And welcome to Under Center with Kirk Cousins.
Cousins from under center, straight drop, it's another deep shot. Center of the field, caught it on the run. 20, 15, 10, touchdown.
Well, Kirk, I'll let you take it away. We have a very special guest with us today, Alexander Mattison, who's become such an integral part of the backfield and on this offense and what you guys are trying to improve on as the season progresses, and interesting background as well. So, Kirk, I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, Alex, thanks so much for joining us. One of my favorite players on the team, great teammate, great person, great player. You showed it again on Sunday against the Lions. But just wanted to ask you about kind of your overall impressions and your role now in year 2 with the Vikings, and kind of how you provide that 1-2 punch with Dalvin in the running back room.
Yeah, man, it's a blessing. First off, yeah, thank you for, it's an honor to be a part of this. You were one of my favorite guys on the team, so just to let you know, I remember the day I got drafted, you were the first person to text me. So yeah, man, ever since then it's been nothing but a blessing to be a part of this team, and you feel it in the locker room, I'm sure, understanding how much of an amazing team we have on and off the field, both in the locker room and with the coaches and the staff and everything. So, just up until this point, it's been just nothing but a blessing for me. And, it's also been a blessing to be in a room with CJ Ham, Dalvin Cook, Mike Boone, Amir Abdullah, and being coached by KP. So, yeah, my role up until this point, I've come to understand, I'm coming in there to make sure there's no drop off from when a star guy like Dalvin comes out. So I'm just excited to go out there every single time to try and make a play and keep this rolling.
I don't know how much the national media really understands how talented our running back room is. You mentioned the guys' names, but you and Dalvin obviously are the ones that people know about. But CJ Ham, obviously a really good fullback, went to the Pro Bowl last year and is a very versatile player for us. And Mike Boone, when he's gone in, has done great things and continues to do great things on special teams. But yesterday, you started to get a lot more touches late in the game, and you were bringing the hammer. I told you after one play where you just had real body lean going forward, and you just lowered your shoulder on the safety, how impressive that was. But talk about your role when you come in early in the game, and then also kind of late in the game in 4-minute offense when we're trying to run the clock out. What your role becomes. Yeah,
so earlier in the game, it's coming there with the mindset, just trying to be a playmaker, trying to make sure I execute. And then really as it gets late in the game, like it was yesterday, I knew, I know I'm getting the ball, the defense knows I'm getting the ball. We don't know it's happening. So it's one of those things where I just kind of accept it. And like you said, I try and deliver it and great ball security at the same time, but trying to go out there and play fast and physical.
Can you talk about the hurdle? You've done it a few times. It's fun for me to watch. I think it's even more fun for fans to watch. Talk about kind of the strategy there, or were you coached to do that? Is it something you do instinctually, and do you just kind of do it off of a feel when you think the guy might be trying to cut at your knees and it's better to just go over the top?
Yeah, so in high school I ran high hurdles, and that's got established. That's where I put the tool in the arsenal, and it was back pocket for a little bit. And I got to college and my shins got beat up my freshman. And my sophomore year, I just did it. In the middle of a play, just did it one time. And then ever since then, it just kind of started to click. And yeah, I just started to get the timing for guys.
Yeah.
I can't give away too much of my secret, but
don't do that.
I'm still trying to master it to a T, but it's a science behind it, looking at, guys' hips and everything. So yeah, it's also fun for me to do as long as I land it. But yeah, it's something that I use to my advantage to avoid defenders going low.
Kevin Stefanski had a great coaching point, because he did coach running backs at one time, and he would say, once you go in the air, you're on your own. You've kind of left my coaching influence, and that's on you. And whatever happens once you're in the air is on you as well. So that's why you got to practice it and get good at it, because once you go in the air, you're on your own.
Yeah.
So you talked about KP. That's Kennedy Polamalu, the running backs coach. Can you shed a little light on kind of his role and when you came into the team last year and really were given a pretty big role right away of just trying to get caught up to speed with so much? Because we ask you to, we talked about, 4-minute and to give Dalvin a breather, but we're also asking you to handle protections both in the drop back game and play pass. We're asking you in 2 minutes to run routes. We really expect you to be a complete back, which you are, but that also puts a lot on your shoulders mentally and a lot you have to learn, in year 1 and year 2 right out of the gate. So share a little bit about KP and kind of his influence on you and how you've had to learn so much offense over the last couple of years.
Yeah, KP is an amazing coach. Even going as far as beyond the field and being able to lead us off the field in life and as young men. And so he's been instrumental in my transition into the league. And really for me, I was thrown into the fire, like you said, rookie year coming in, and there was really no time to slack. It was right in there in the fire, and I need to know this, I need to know that. And so I'm still learning as we're going, but it was something that was really crazy for me to come from basically a college offense and system and everything, how it was ran, and then come into a whole new language. Everything was different. So for me, he made that transition a lot better by being hard on me and from the jump, just trying to get my timing down, trying to get my eyes right, trying to get everything right. So yeah, I can just say that he's a great coach, and you can see it in the running back room that we have.
Fun fact, I didn't know this until today, and I'm hoping this is true. We were both selected with the 102nd pick of the draft. So we both went at the exact same pick, and we were 7 years apart, but same draft pick. So talk a little bit about the draft process for you. Obviously, I know what it was like to get picked 102nd, but for you, sitting with your family, what do you remember from that weekend and your thought process, and if it was surprising to be picked by the Vikings or how that went down?
Yeah, so for me, it was really one of those moments where I didn't know where I could go. I heard from 3 to 4, 5, all the way down to a great free agent. I get to draft day and my agent tells me, hey, there's like a 15 to 20% chance you can go 3rd round. If not, there's a great chance you're going 4th. Mm-hmm. And so I'm at my aunt's house, got some family, close family friends there, and we're watching it down to the wire. And the 102nd pick, I don't know if it was the same year, but it was the last pick of the 3rd round. And so it was just down to the wire. And then I see a Minnesota number call my phone, and it didn't register to me. I was like, who's calling me right now? I'm trying to pay. And I was like, oh, wait, hold on. A crazy whirlwind of emotions of, I've been playing football since I was 6 years old, and I've been talking about this moment since I was a young kid. And so everything just came true. Everything worked out perfect.
Alexander,
that's awesome.
I don't think there's anyone in a better position to kind of take us into the mind and body of what Dalvin Cook is achieving right now than you are, from a leadership standpoint, from a talent standpoint, from all of it. If you could kind of just tell our listeners sort of what you feel, what your perspective is in watching Dalvin doing what he's doing right now.
He's a kid out there having fun.
Yeah.
And I learned that before he even, on the sideline yesterday, he told me, he looked at me, he's like, don't think too much, just go out there, be you, and have fun. And before that, it was never really a direct lesson from him. It was just something that I already just learned from watching him and being in a room with him and being around him every day. It's just, he just has fun. And that's the great part about it, is he's not really trying hard to be great, so it's awesome.
Thanks so much, Alex.
Yeah, that's great.